New chapter for TNT. We're red, ready and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Ball is it in your hand. PNM is the plan. Red and ready, hold it steady. We are one. One blood flowing through we vein. We stand strong. Enemy on the wrecking. We are one. Every creed and every race. We stand strong. Together, no time to waste. We want your PNM. Calling out all our we friends and family with love for TNT. From the mountaintop to the valley low, everywhere we go, country before party. We working, we building, young will make it better. Side by side.
I'm Curtis Forrester, past student at Moruga Secondary School, and I proudly endorse Lisa Atwater to be the next Member of Parliament for Moruga Tableland. At my time at Moruga Secondary School, she has been a mentor. She has been a guiding role in the life of all young people. And I urge you young people of Moruga Tableland to join forward and share and be a part of this experience as we take Moruga Tableland forward. On April 28th, vote Lisa Atwater for Moruga Tableland.
Together we standing, no tribes intertwined. Working together, we all in the line. Let's do this together, your future and mine. Red and ready, hold it steady. We are one. One blood flowing through we vein. We stand strong, enemy on the road again.
Welcome to the constituency of Moruga Tableland. We may be rural in location, but we are big on heritage. We are big on diversity. We are big on harmony. We are big on respect for each other. We are diverse. We have diverse population, diverse religions, cultural backgrounds, and all of those qualities going to making us the unique melting pot that we are. I am proud to be a product of this rich cultural heritage that is Moruga Tableland. So I've walked the corridors of this institution all my life. I've been here for 30+ years. I know the students, their parents, I know the priests, the fishermen, the agriculturists, I know their hopes, I know certainly aware of the challenges, and I just want to be part of the solution of being all in for Trinidad and Tobago and all in for Moruga Tableland constituency. Youth development and training, entrepreneurship, and a host of other services that will help improve our quality of life.
My name is Mrs. Antonia Nabi. I will be endorsing Lisa Atwater, the candidate for Moruga Tableland, as our candidate. The reason why is because Lisa Atwater is a daughter of the soil, born in Madingo Road, and she came to Moruga over 30 years now, serving at Moruga Composite as an educator. So I think that given this opportunity to serve Moruga Tableland, Lisa will be the best candidate. I endorse her for the Moruga Tableland because at Moruga Tableland constituency, it will be better with Atwater.
Working together, we all in the line. Let's do this together, your future and mine. Red and ready, hold it steady. We are one. One blood flowing through we vein. We stand strong, enemy on the road.
So folks, where do we go from here? What do we want for our future? I am not merely asking for your vote. I am asking you to believe. Believe in a better tomorrow. Let's go all in. All in for Moruga Tableland. All in for Trinidad and Tobago.
New chapter for TNT. We're red, ready and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Like yellow is the color for recklessness. All you hear the latest from Kamala? But what kind of mad scene is this?
We will prepare a divestment plan for the state enterprises and a debt workout strategy.
Let me break down this divestment thing, plain and simple. She say government have no place in business. That mean all state enterprises will no longer be under the government. WASA, Tiontech, NP, Port Authority, just to name a few.
We will transform the remaining state enterprises to publicly owned companies.
So who all you feel will be in charge of these companies? Their financiers? Duh. Tens of thousands of workers will be sent home. Who you feel is the first to go home?
The first thing private companies will do is get rid of all the workers and shut down everything and bring in who they want. And I guarantee you it ain't gonna be us.
It's job loss after job loss. When the Kamla cabal get their dirty hands on a company like Tiontech, Lord knows what we will have to pay for electricity. That is mad people thing. So that is why we come in with this paid political announcement. And on the 28th of April, protect your jobs. We vote in PNM. PNM, PNM, PNM.
I am Lisa Atwater, the People's National Movement candidate for the constituency of Moruga Tableland.
But you have my hand, you're feeling good.
You're feeling good? Thank you very much. The site has scorpion pepper in here too. So over the past 10 years, despite only holding office in Moruga, 5, the People's National Movement has continued to deliver to the people of Moruga Tableland. We've invested in key projects that uplift the community. These include the agro-processing facility, the multi-purpose sports facility, the fishing depot in Grashime, and continued investment in housing via the HTC. But our work is far from over. When I am elected, we will continue to build on the foundations that have been laid to ensure that all of Moruga Tableland, all residents have access to opportunities that we are able to help strengthen our economy and become better. We will be better with Atwater. All in.
Public service delivery is something that is near and dear to all of us. In Trinidad and Tobago, everyone has a story about having to go and line up in the hot sun, wait, long lines, go back.
Sit down and fill out a form, issue of a file missing.
Go home to get this document, get that.
I remember working in medical records at one point in time and having to deal with physical files.
As citizens, all of us look at these processes and we scratch our head and ask, why do these things have to be so slow? Why do they have to be so antiquated? Why does the process have to be so painful? And you can see that the Ministry of Digitization and the new Ministry of Implementation is taking steps to try to make these processes simpler, faster, and more efficient for all our citizens.
So the introduction of technology and digitization of these services is really important for me.
And that's going to bring ease to you, the citizen, and of course improve productivity.
A new chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
The PNM is red, ready, and responsible. A fresh approach to housing with we boys Tioti is land for so in the manifesto.
3,000 lots and provide the infrastructure, the electricity connections, the water connections, and the house plans for young people as first-time owners to purchase and to build their own houses.
And that is not all.
We will provide you with the plans and you will build your own house for your family. A 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom to start.
It's PNM. Innovation in education.
Introduce a free on-demand learning platform called EduFlix, where our children now can look on their tablets, look on your phones, and get their lessons in an easy-to-understand format.
Now that is performance. PNM Manifesto, a plan with land you could build on. Free private lessons, improvement that deserves a paid political announcement. Vote PNM. Open all your eyes this election. All your big and all your sense. UNC promising the world.
I have heard the UNC saying that they will pay public servants 10 to 14% back pay, which will cost us over $6 billion in back pay.
Kamla, let we be real. Where are you getting the money from?
Blah, 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 blah. We have the plans.
And it will cost over $1 billion a year. So that's $7 billion with no revenue.
Every expert saying we can't afford it. So asking one last time, Kamla, where are you getting that money from?
Blah, 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 blah. We have the plan.
You put that bunch of corrupt kleptocrats in office, and the one thing you're guaranteed to get is a devaluation of the currency of Trinidad and Tobago.
We only have one choice because we big and have sense. We red and we ready.
Red is the PNM and we shall prevail.
Trinbago, are you ready? Yes.
Of course we paid for that political announcement because we have to be responsible.
Lisa.
I'm voting for Lisa.
As a young person, it's very, very important for us to vote because we hold the power for who we put into Parliament. I'm supporting Lisa Atwater because she is a phenomenal woman.
Because of the characteristics that she carries, she's a woman of class, she's also a woman of integrity. And
I can see somebody who I can directly relate to when it comes to education in particular, when it comes to skills training, when it comes to youth engagement and youth development. That is a woman who will champion our cause right here in Moruga Tableland.
She is the best option for Moruga Tableland. She has exemplified professionalism, she has exemplified youth advocacy, and she is indeed the one person that you should consider voting as a young person.
Most importantly, she is really big on community. And with that, we are better with Atwater.
We are all in!
Lisa.
Change doesn't come from talk, it comes from showing up, it comes from listening, it comes from doing the work. People are worried about crime, about jobs, about whether they can afford to stay in the place that we've all called home. They're right to be worried, they're right to be concerned, but we've come a long way. I accept it's not enough. That's why at this moment it matters so much. This is our chance for real change. That is why we've focused on writing a new chapter, bringing real change to make our neighborhoods that much safer, create better paying jobs, lower the cost of living, and getting more people into homes that you can call yours and afford. Because when people ask for change, they don't want promises. They want leaders who can deliver stability, opportunity, and a future their children can believe in. On the 28th of April, join us in writing a new chapter for Trinidad and Tobago by voting the PNM. Let's build a new future together.
A new chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Calling out all our way, friends and family with love for TNT. From the mountaintop to the valley low, everywhere we go, country before party. We working, we building, young will make it better. Side by side, we standing for our nation's future. This is a movement we all in together, not just someone, my sister, my brother. Balize in your hand, PNM is the plan. Ready, hold it steady. We are one blood flowing through within. We stand strong and we on the road again. We are one, every creed and every race. We stand strong together, no time to wait.
New chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Ready, show me who ready, show me who ready. This is the time, this is the place, the future is here, no time to waste. We build on the strength of those who trod this road before. Coming again, cause I feel the light, shining so bright in the heart and we soul. Red, black and white, together we strong, come sun, come rain. Cause it's blood in we veins, we all are the same. You don't know we ready already. Things are set already. Tell them we all in. Don't know we ready already. Things are set already. Tell them we all in. is forward. We all want the same thing. Together we aspire, so we must achieve. Call the Red Army, the whole of TNT. So show them we red already. The thing done set already. Tell them we all in, we all in, we all in. Don't know we red already. The thing done set already. Tell them we all in, we all in, we all in. Oh, tell them we all in. Oh, just tell them we all in. Oh, tell them we all in. Tell them we all in. Fire in the soul, a nation so strong. Through the heart of a people, the victory is won. We fight for tomorrow, we fight for today. Stand strong together, blow the evil away. If we are one, the victory is sure. Divide and rule, we don't want that no more. Clean heart, clean hands, it's love to the core. And if love is the word, how about that we show? You know. So tell them you're ready already. The thing is set already. Tell them we all in, we all in, we all in. Don't know we ready already. The thing is set already. Tell them we all in, we all in, we all in. Oh, tell them we all in. Oh, just tell them we all in. Oh, tell them we all in. Tell them we all in. Tell them we all in. Tell them we red and ready. Thing done set already. Tell them we all in, we all in, we all in. No.
Be all in for TNT on April 28th. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Calling out all our we friends and family with love for TNT. From the mountain top to the valley low, everywhere we go, country before party. We working, we building, young will make it better.
I'm Curtis Forrester, past student at Moruga Secondary School, and I proudly endorse Lisa Atwater to be the next Member of Parliament for Moruga Tableland. At my time at Moruga Secondary School, she has been a mentor, she has been a guiding role in the life of all young people, and I urge you young people of Moruga Tableland to join forward and share and be a part of this experience as we take Moruga Tableland forward. On April 28th, vote Lisa Atwater for Moruga Tableland.
Together we standing, all tribes intertwined. Working together, we all in the line. Let's do this together, your future and mine. Red and ready, hold it steady. We are one blood flowing through we vein. We stand strong, and we on the road again.
Welcome to the constituency of Moruga Tableland. We may be rural in location, but we are big on heritage. We are big on diversity. We are big on harmony. We are big on respect for each other. We are diverse. We have diverse population, diverse religions, cultural backgrounds, and all of those qualities going to make us the unique melting pot that we are. I am proud to be a product of this rich cultural heritage that is Moruga Tableland. So I've walked the corridors of this institution all my life. I've been here for 30+ years. I know the students, their parents, I know the priests, the fishermen, the agriculturists, I know their hopes, I know certainly aware of the challenges, and I just want to be part of the solution. The solution of being all in for Trinidad and Tobago and all in for Moruga Tableland constituency. Youth development and training, entrepreneurship, and a host of other services that will help improve our quality of life.
My name is Mrs. Antonia Nabi. I will be endorsing Lisa Atwater, the candidate from Moruga Tableland, as our candidate. The reason why is because Lisa Atwater is a daughter of the soil, born in Madingo Road, and she came to Moruga over 30 years now, serving at Moruga Composite as an educator. So I think that given this opportunity to serve Moruga Tableland, Lisa will be the best candidate. I endorse her for the Moruga Tableland because at Moruga Tableland constituency, it will be better with Atwater.
Working together, we all in the line. Let's do this together, your future and mine.
So folks, where do we go from here? What do we want for our future? I am not merely asking for your vote. I am asking you to believe. Believe in a better tomorrow. Let's go all in. All in for Moruga Tableland. All in for Trinidad and Tobago.
New chapter for TNT. We're red, ready and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
When I retired, my pension was $1,000 from NIA.
You might have seen this ad many times before, but it doesn't tell the whole truth. Firstly, the caption says Senior Citizens Grant, and he speaks about NIS pension. It's not the same thing, but let's deal with both. The PNM raised NIS pensions in 2008 from $1,000 to $2,000 and raised the senior citizens pensions in 2010 to $2,500. The UNC promised in their manifesto to raise pensions to $3,000 if elected, but when it was time to keep their promise at the end of 2010, they lied, saying it was a misprint, saying they never made that promise. And only after months and months of your national outcry did they finally increase the NIS pension in 2012. This is what the UNC does. They manipulate and lie to you for power. On April 28th, vote for truth. Vote PNM.
New chapter for TNT. We're red, ready and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Ball is it in your hand. PNM is the plan. Ready, hold it steady. We are one. One blood flowing through we vein. We stand strong. Enemy on the road again. We are one. Every creed and every race. We stand strong. Together, no time to waste. We want your...
There are some things we all hope never change about sweet Trinidad and Tobago. Beauty, our culture, the traditions that bring us together. But some things need to change, and we need to change them now. We need to change the things that are weighing heavy on all of us. With you, I work hard to deliver the programs that people can afford. Smarter policing to support our current efforts. As a former Minister of National Security, I will work night and day to keep our neighborhoods that much safer. And I'll prioritize expanding our well-paying jobs so that everyone can find a way to afford a home that they love. The other side says give them a chance, but they've had their chance. They're the past, trying to revive old ideas that we know don't work. We cannot look backwards if we want to move forwards. We need to write a new chapter. It's time to change things now so we can see the results. Let's get it. New ideas, new plans, and leaders that will give us a better chance at a better future. So on the 28th of April, vote PNM. Vote for us, vote for our children, and for an even sweeter TNT.
New chapter for TNT. We're red, ready and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Being a man from South, I fully understand the need for us to engage those in farming and food production.
We all go through this process of having to register as farmers, and I have gone through it myself, where we have to go and physically fill out a form, bring in our documents, have someone do the visit, and verify all of this information. Now, as we speak, there's an app for this. It has been fully digitized, and I see a plan to actually look at the individual circumstances of farmers and create a tiered registration system, which is excellent. Farmers of various scales, capabilities, and utilizing technology like hydroponics could actually benefit now.
The initiative with respect to transforming that port in Nabri to include agro-processing, to be a center of excellence for export and trade in that, is something that's going to transform Southwest Trinidad and Tobago. And Southwest Trinidad will show the rest of the country and the world via this initiative, in this manifesto, that we will contribute more than oil and gas in this bold new chapter for Trinidad and Tobago.
A new chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Yeah, man, a Sean Star. I'm there I represent for Terrence Dale Singh. I don't know them on the response to the PNM party, you know. Kick it like a ball, no? Terrence.
Blessings, my name is Daniel Demasi, Quincy Cox, Michael George, Gideon Codner, Gary Wan, Joshua Villafana, Elwin Farmerton, Joseph at the moment, Corey Drive, Chamflet, Spring Valley, the constituency of Maracas, St. Joseph. And as you can see right now, most of all our projects is mostly like retaining walls. We had a lot of landslips in the community, so toilets and bath, you know, we did some tank stand and stuff like that, you know, so. Little upliftment projects that would have improved living in the community. Build little bathrooms, say a bathroom and toilet, little retaining walls to keep mudslides because we're on the side of the mountain from happening. Well, we have some box train going on here right now at the moment. Before this box train started, you know, well, for the past years, it's pain people filling with water. Everything from the priority bus route and high up just come straight off. And nearly how much drainage certain parts of the area. This going to be a big plus to plenty people. They will benefit from it. Well, we're doing on the road, with our wall going up right now, quite a lot of water be coming down here, channeling. So this wall here, in the past slip a drain on the side, this wall will make sure that water channel back into a drain lower down there. So it really benefits any people who live in really lower down, with all that water moving forward. So, for instance, this one right here, to my left, was before the railings used to come straight down and the residents would have to put the bulk items like old fridge and stuff over the railings. So what we do, we eliminate that, we cut the railings, we extend the base so that the items will be rest in this area, so it'll be easier for the guys on the truck to collect and remove of it. Also we have on Paul Trace, we're going to start, that's high up the road, we're going to start a project where a resident don't have a stairs to go home, so we're going to do the stairs. And also we have some residents affected by a bridge. It have no bridge, they're walking over a little piece of iron. We're also going to do a bridge there. I can't say exact number, there's about 5 families, so little projects like the stairs, just to come down simple as that would be a big improvement, because we wouldn't have to fight as hard to climb up and hold on to different things to reach in and out of we living space. That is just one example of how the projects would impact and help us improve the quality of life. People are safe, you know, they could drive the roads more safely now. The roads are being reinforced. So we give thanks, you know what I'm saying? And just betterment so we could live a little more comfortable in the community and we don't have to, you know, we end up getting it through the PNM government. Through the PNM, they're doing this box journey. People's National Movement, the PNM sponsor all the projects. Mr. Terrence Dale Singh, the easy representative up here. PNM in control right now, you know, big up to the PNM still, you know, we give thanks for the support, we give thanks for the love with the people, extending our gratitude, you know, right now, cause, you know, it brings a sense of security, it brings a sense of togetherness. Most of all, you know, it provides a lot of employment for the youths, because you could see that is important right now. Everybody working right now, without nobody lingering right now, you know, so, you know, big respect. We give thanks for that, and there's benefit in the community. Yeah, the future generation. My road things slow, but me love my parents, PNM party, I win and everybody.
Customer service in the public service is going to get focused. All of our citizens who need to go into a government office, and you need to line up, and you need to ask for your birth certificate, or you need to pay a bill, or you need to get a grant, or you need to get access to disability grants, or you need to go and register for your pension, we as the next government are going to focus heavily on customer service. We must allow our citizens, when you walk in, you get treated with kindness, you get treated with respect, you get treated with a more helpful attitude. We've started the digitization. That is going to make it a lot easier. So get ready under me that I want everything achieved. Because then they can't tell you, I'll lose your file. They can't ask you, well, what's your name and address? It will all be there.
A new chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
This election, you have to have a plan. The PNM plans a new chapter for social services. A fresh approach, innovation, young energy with we boy Stioty.
We're going to double the number of food cards. We're going to increase the book grants.
Digital verification for grants. No more repeat paperwork.
We will reform the food support and disability grant systems to better protect and empower families.
Reforming the means test to give easier access to households facing temporary hardship. A new chapter for senior citizens. It's a boss manifesto. Dial a ride to help senior citizens get to clinic. Just call and a car picking you up. It's a wave of innovation in this new chapter.
Make sure that our senior citizens are properly looked after with an automated pension system.
Tanti Kamla and all go benefit. PNM have a boss manifesto, so we paid for political announcement. Vote PNM.
PNM, we working together, we building together, and we'll make it better.
People are tired of promises. We all want safer streets, a better quality of life, place to call home. That's why we're focused on writing a new chapter for our great country. Let's get out there and fight the crime together. Let's attract businesses that create good jobs. Let's lower the cost of living where we can so families can have that room to breathe again. The other side, they'll promise the world again. They've had their chance. Now is the time to deliver on the platform we've built. Now is where it really matters. Vote the PNM on the 28th of April as we write a new chapter for Trinidad and Tobago together.
A new chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM. A new chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Ball is it in your hand. PNM is the plan. Ready, hold it steady. We are one blood flowing through we vein. We stand strong and we on the road again. We are one. Every queen and every race. We stand strong together, no time to waste. We want your...
My name is Jakiba. I am in my early 20s. I live Laventille.
My name is Sakia. I reside in the beautiful community of El Dorado. I come from a middle-class family. My both parents are police officers, and they definitely worked hard to ensure that, me and my brother, we were able to experience a lot of stuff that they weren't fortunate, to experience growing up.
One of the targeted actions on this manifesto has to do with wellness, dignity, and opportunity for all. We're making available 3,000 housing spots for young persons, young families in Trinidad and Tobago. What does that mean? It's housing spots. You're going to get all infrastructure. It's road, lights, water, drainage, and everything. And a house plan is approved, so you can build. What that means is faster allocation of lots for families than the process would take if you have to construct complete houses and then wait for your turn at the HEC. So this is the government listening to young people and getting them on board with national development where opportunity is made available to them.
As a young person, I am engaged in youth development within my community. I play pan with Highlanders Steel Orchestra, which is also a part of my community.
I do look forward to the first time home ownership initiative. With this initiative, it gives a lot of young persons like myself, a chance at real stability and also independence. It shows that us as youths, we are being seen, we are being heard, and we are also being supported for a brighter future.
A new chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
I am Lisa Atwater, the People's National Movement candidate for the constituency of Moruga Tableland.
But you have my hand, you're feeling good.
You're feeling good? Thank you very much. There's a scorpion pepper in here too. So over the past 10 years, despite only holding office in Moruga, 5, the People's National Movement has continued to deliver to the people of Moruga Tableland. We've invested in key projects that uplift the community. These include the agro-processing facility, the multi-purpose sports facility, the fishing depot in Grashime, and continued investment in housing via the HTC. But our work is far from over. When I am elected, we will continue to build on the foundations that have been laid to ensure that all of Moruga Tableland, all residents have access to opportunities that we are able to help strengthen our economy and become better. We will be better with Atwater. All in.
Red and ready, here we all. Yeah. Red and ready, here we all. Calling all the Red Army. Red and ready, here we all. Yeah, we all. Oh, na na na. Red and ready, here we all. Calling all the Red Army. Red and ready, here we all. Trinidad and Tobago. Red and ready, here we all. Yeah, we all. Yeah, we red and ready now. Calling the Red Army. Calling out all of me, friends and family with love for TNT. From the mountain top to the valley low, everywhere we go, country before party. PNM, we working together, we building together. Young will make it better. PNM, side by side together, we standing together for our nation's future. This is a movement we all in together, not just so one, my sister, my brother. Balize in your hand. PNM is the plan. Red and ready, hold it steady. PNM's we all in. One blood flowing through we vein. We all in. Red Army on the road again. We all in. Every creed and every race. We all in. Together, no time to waste. We all in. From Frederick Street to Boko Reef. We all in. The Balize is what we need. We all in. Tell them this and say it then. We all in. The PNM we need again. We all in. Taking it to the streets, wherever we meet. We talking to everyone all over the country. The message is loud and clear. We want you to volunteer, spreading the word. Country before party. PNM, sun or rain, together we remain together. We gonna make things better. PNM, young and old, together standing tall. Together, this is a new chapter. Together we standing, all tribes intertwined. Working together, we all in the line. Let's do this together, your future and mine. Red and ready, hold it steady. PNM's we all in. One blood flowing through we vein. We all in. Red Army on the road again. We all in. Every creed and every race. We all in. Together, no time to waste. We all in. From Frederick Street to Boko Reef. We all in. The Balize is what we need. We all in. Tell them this and say it then. We all in. The PNM we need again. We all in. Red and ready, here we all. Yeah. Red and ready, here we all. Trinidad and Tobago. Red and ready, here we all. Yeah. We all. Yeah. We red and ready now. PNM, we working together, we building together. We gonna make things better. PNM, side by side together, we standing together for our nation's future. This is a movement we all in together, not just so one, my sister, my brother. Balize in your hand. PNM is the plan. Ready, ready, hold it steady. PNM's we all in. One blood flowing through we vein. We all in. Red Army on the road again. We all in. Every creed and every race. We all in. Together, no time to waste. We all in. From Frederick Street to Boko Reef. We all in. The Balize is what we need. We all in. Tell them this and say it then. We all in. The PNM we need again. We all in. One blood flowing through we vein. We all in. Red Army on the road again. We all in. Every creed and every race. We all in. Together, no time to waste. We all in. From Frederick Street to Boko Reef. We all in. The Balize is what we need. We all in. Tell them this and say it then. We all in. The PNM we need again. We all in. Oh na na na, red and ready, here we all. Yeah. Red and ready, here we all. Calling out the Red Army. Red and ready, here we all. Yeah, we all. Oh, na na na. Red and ready, here we all. Calling out the Red Army. Red and ready, here we all. Trinidad and Tobago. Red and ready, here we all. Yeah, we all. Yeah, we red and ready now. Calling the Red Army. Calling out all our we friends and family with love for TNT. From the mountain top to the valley low, everywhere we go, country before party. PNM, we working together, we building together. Young will make it better. PNM, side by side together, we standing together for our nation's future. This is a movement we all in together, not just so one. My sister, my brother, Malize in your hand. PNM is the plan, red and ready, hold it steady. PNM's B-O-N, one blood flowing through we vein. B-O-N, Red Army on the road again. B-O-N, every creed and every race. B-O-N, together no time to waste. B-O-N, from Frederick Street to Boko Reef. B-O-N, the policy is what we need. B-O-N, tell them this and say it then. B-O-N, the PNM we need again. B-O-N,
Lisa.
I'm voting for Lisa.
As a young person, it's very, very important for us to vote because we hold the power for who we put into Parliament. I'm supporting Lisa Atwater because she is a phenomenal woman.
Because of the characteristics that she carries, she's a woman of class, she's also a woman of integrity. And
I can see somebody who I can directly relate to when it comes to education in particular, when it comes to skills training, when it comes to youth engagement and youth development. That is a woman who will champion our cause right here in Moruga Tableland.
She is the best option for Moruga Tableland. She has exemplified professionalism, she has exemplified youth advocacy, and she is indeed the one person that you should consider voting as a young person.
Most importantly, she is really big on community. And with that, we are better with Atwater.
We are all in!
New chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Malize in your hand. PNM is the plan. Red and ready, hold it steady. We are one. One blood flowing through we vein. We stand strong. Red Army on the road again. We are one. Every creed and every race. We stand strong. Together, no time to waste. We want your PNM. Calling out all our we friends and family with love for TNT. From the mountain top to the valley low, everywhere we go, country before party. We working, we building, young will make it better.
I'm Curtis Forrester, past student at Moruga Secondary School, and I proudly endorse Lisa Atwater to be the next Member of Parliament for Moruga Tableland. At my time at Moruga Secondary School, she has been a mentor. She has been a guiding role in the life of all young people. And I urge you young people of Moruga Tableland to join forward and share and be a part of this experience as we take Moruga Tableland forward. On April 28th, vote Lisa Atwater for Moruga Tableland.
Together we standing, no tribes intertwined. Working together, we all in the line. Let's do this together, your future and mine. Red and ready, hold it steady. We are one. One blood flowing through we vein. We stand strong. Red Army on the road again.
Welcome to the constituency of Moruga Tableland. We may be rural in location, but we are big on heritage. We are big on diversity. We are big on harmony. We are big on respect for each other. We are diverse. We have diverse population, diverse religions, cultural backgrounds, and all of those qualities going to making us the unique melting pot that we are. I am proud to be a product of this rich cultural heritage that is Moruga Tableland. So I've walked the corridors of this institution all my life. I've been here for 30+ years. I know the students, their parents, I know the priests, the fishermen, the agriculturists, I know their hopes, I know certainly aware of the challenges, and I just want to be part of the solution. The solution of being all in for Trinidad and Tobago and all in for Moruga Tableland constituency, youth development and training, entrepreneurship, and a host of other services that will help improve our quality of life.
My name is Mrs. Antonia Nabi. I will be endorsing Lisa Atwater, the candidate from Moruga Tableland, as our candidate. The reason why is because Lisa Atwater is a daughter of the soil, born in Madingo Road, and she came to Moruga over 30 years now, serving at Moruga Composite as an educator. So I think that given this opportunity to serve Moruga Tableland, Lisa will be the best candidate. I endorse her for the Moruga Tableland because at Moruga Tableland
Chapter for TNT, where red, ready and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Man is it in your hand. PNM is the plan. Red and ready, hold it steady. We are one. One blood flowing through we vein. We stand strong. Enemy on the road again. We are one. Every creed and every race. We stand strong. Together, no time to waste. We want your...
New chapter for TNT, where red, ready and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Valley low, everywhere we go, country before party. PNM. We working together, we building together. Young will make it better. PNM. Side by side, together. We standing together for our nation's future. This is a movement we all in together, not just so one. My sister, my brother, Valley's it in your hand. PNM is the plan. Red and ready, hold it steady. We are one. One blood flowing through we vein. We stand strong. Enemy on the road again. We are one. Every creed and every race. We stand strong. Together, no time to waste. We want your Frederick Street to Boko Reef. We are one.
I'm going to be joined in Parliament the very next day with your next Member of Parliament, Miss Lisa Atwater. Brothers and sisters, allow me to recognize the Honorable Stuart Richard Young SC, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, the Chairman of the People's National Movement, the Member of Parliament for Port of Spain, North, St. Anne's West, yesterday, today, tomorrow, and we sure on April 28, 2025. Our Honorable Prime Minister is on his way, and we wish him safe traveling mercies to Moruga Tableland. Allow me to recognize, brothers and sisters, the Deputy Political Leader of the People's National Movement, the Minister of Works and Transportation, the Honorable Rohan Sinanan. Allow me, brothers and sisters, to recognize on his way the General Secretary of the People's National Movement, the Minister of Youth Development and National Service, the Member of Parliament for La Hoqueta Talparo, the Honorable Foster Cummins, who is also on his way. Allow me to recognize Senator the Honorable Avinash Singh, the Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture. I want to recognize, because I told you I'm an alderman in the Port of Spain City Corporation, I want to recognize, of course, His Worship the Mayor of Port of Spain, Mr. Chinua Allen. I want to recognize one of the hardest workers that I know. I want to recognize Senator the Honorable Paula Gopistoon, Minister of Trade and Industry. She is going to help us bring this home. I want to recognize brothers and sisters. The elections officer of the People's National Movement, Mr. Inder Prashram. I want to recognize the social media officer of the People's National Movement, Mr. Kwesi Robinson. Brothers and sisters, and it brings me great joy to recognize this next person. This next person is my sister in whom I am well pleased. I know as from the moment I reached in Moruga Tableland, the spirit hit me. It wasn't the kind of spirit that how she name and them just get, but it was a good spirit. Because something tells me, brothers and sisters, something tells me, brothers and sisters, that your candidate, Miss Lisa Atwater, is going to be the next member of parliament from Moruga Tableland. And you could back me on that. Brothers and sisters, I see a sea of red tonight in Moruga Tableland. The PNM is hands down the best political party and movement in not only Trinidad and Tobago, but this hemisphere. 69 plus years, our color remains the same. Our color is red. 60 plus years, brothers and sisters. 60 plus years, brothers and sisters. We have a home. Our home is located at number 1 Tranquility Street in Port of Spain. It is Balize House. Brothers and sisters, we are the People's National Movement. And I want to welcome you, and I want to invite the first speaker, brothers and sisters. He is the minister in the Ministry of Agriculture. He is an honorable senator. He is a brother in whom we should all be pleased in. Brothers and sisters, please welcome Senator the Honorable Avinash Singh.
Thank you, our dear Master of Ceremonies, and definitely the next Member of Parliament to join the rank and file of the PNM, Mr. Kareem Marcel. I want to begin by recognizing and acknowledging our dear Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, who is on his way. Let us give him a warm Moruga table and welcome, let him hear you, the Honorable Stuart Richard Young, Senior Counsel. I also wish to recognize one of the most important gentlemen of this election in 2025, our campaign manager and our deputy political leader, Mr. Rohan Senanan. On their way, I want to also acknowledge our General Secretary of the PNM, Mr. Foster Cummings. I want to take the opportunity also to recognize Mayor Chinua Alain, other councillors, Mr. Rocklin Mohammed of Princestown, our very hard-working Mr. Indar Parasram. And these next two persons are the reason why we are here. And I'm saying two persons. I want to firstly acknowledge the woman that has been guiding and managing this campaign to ensure victory at the polls for our dear candidate, Lisa Atwater. And of course, our distinguished and hard-working coordinator, and I make mention of the Honorable Paula Gopi Schoon. My brothers and sisters, my PNM family, tonight I want to spend a few minutes talking to you and having this conversation as to what your government has been able to do, notwithstanding what some may have you believe. But before I go into a little bit of details, Moruga Tableland, Moruga Tableland, Moruga Tableland, I want to hear you. I want you to send this message to our viewing and listening audience throughout the length and breadth of this country, and I dare say the world. Let them hear you in Moruga Tableland. To the thousands of you gathered here and the hundreds of thousands of you looking on, this is the People's National Movement. We are no ordinary party. We have come this far. We are here. We are red. We are responsible. And we will be victory at the polls on the 28th. My brothers and sisters, I want to talk to you a little bit about agriculture. As you know, these constituencies, this constituency, Moruga Tableland, the heartbeat, the soul, the fabric of this constituency is built on agriculture and fishing. And while I'm at it, I want to take this opportunity to recognize the work of our very own Minister of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries, Haji Kazim Hussein. Give him a Moruga round of applause. Because, my dear brothers and sisters, if you take God out of your thoughts and listen to those on the other side, you would try to believe that we, the PNM, have done little for agriculture. Tonight, I want to dispel all those notions. I want to put the record straight. I want to read into the records the facts, the statistics of what your PNM government has been able to achieve in our 9.5-year tenure. And I begin with the Agri Incentive Grant. This grant has never existed in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. It took a PNM government, a PNM Prime Minister to ensure that you, our farming population, benefit from this Agri Incentive Grant. And what is the Agri Incentive Grant? The Agri Incentive Grant, my dear brothers and sisters, allows persons in agriculture, fishing, agro-processing, small and micro entrepreneurs to access up to $100,000 in grant funding. And I dare say, since we took office, we have been able to dispense $38 million to over 400 farming families. Many of you beneficiaries are from right here in Moruga Tableland. Is that a government that doesn't care? That is a government, my friends, caring for every citizen, every farmer, every fisherman in this country. When you talk about climate change, and I'm so particularly pleased to hear our Prime Minister talk about some of his plans, and we are very blessed and fortunate to have our manifesto. I went through our manifesto, and when you looked at it, it is going to revolutionize the agricultural sector as we know it. My dear brothers and sisters, this government has spent over $51 million in our tenure to compensate farmers for climate change and the impacts of climate change, farmers who have experienced flooding. Your government has been able to give them over $51 million in flood compensation. But we didn't stop there. My dear brothers and sisters, every farmer, every fisherman, every investment you make, thanks to the People's National Movement in government, we have been able to expend over $155 million in subsidies and incentives to our farming and our agricultural sector. That is a government working for you. That is a government that cares, and it can only be done with a People's National Movement government in office. A very important statistic to note, when we came in office in 2015, this country had 28,570 registered farmers. Do you all know what that number is today? Thanks to People's National Movement government, that number is now 34,020, a 19% increase. Thanks to the PNM. My brothers and sisters, you see, the statistics doesn't lie, notwithstanding what they might have you believe. When you look at what this government has been able to do, I want to recognize the work of our former Prime Minister and our political leader, Dr. the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley. Because a couple years ago, Prime Minister Rowley, myself, Minister Haji Kazim Hussein, and our General Secretary went to Guyana to revitalize our rice industry. And I dare say, critically, to increase the rice production of our country, Dr. Rowley led that team in Guyana, and we were able to broker and sign a MOU with Guyana, which brought to our shores over 200,000 pounds of grade 1 rice that we gave the rice farmers in this country for free, F-R-E-E, for free. And they have been able to multiply and reproduce rice production in this country, not forgetting your very own Moruga hill rice production is up under the People's National Movement. My dear brothers and sisters, when you look at the Agricultural Development Bank, you might think the PNM didn't do much, but I want to tell you, under the Agricultural Development Bank, under PNM administration, we have been able to approve $1 billion in loans to our farming population. $1 billion. And to date, during our tenure, we have been able to disperse $885 million to our farming and our fishermen and our agro-processors and all of our persons involved in agriculture. That is a government that cares, and that is a government that is putting the money to back the agricultural sector. My dear brothers and sisters, we have trained over 35,000 persons in this country in all the sectors of agriculture: hydroponics, aquaculture, stackable farms, LED technology, small engine repair, boat engine, you name it, everything, agro-processing. The government has continued to support our agricultural sector like never before. My dear brothers and sisters, some of the fishermen throughout the country are a little bit jealous tonight. You know why? It took your Minister of Works, Rohan Sinanan. It took your Minister of Trade and Industry, Paula Gopiskun. Your Minister of Agriculture, Kazim Hussein. Your Prime Minister, Stuart Richard Young SC, to open the most state-of-the-art fishing facility in the Western Hemisphere, based right here in Moruga. Anybody from Grand Chimene here tonight? Anybody from Moruga? I want to say that facility, your government would have spent $69 million for phase 1, and the beauty in phase 2, you will be able to benefit only with Lisa at water. Only Lisa at water. So my brothers and sisters, do not take God out of your thoughts and put anybody else here in Moruga Tableland. Lisa Atwater is the only one, the only candidate, the only MP that will deliver. That facility, we are not going to stop there. We are going to ensure that you are trained, you can add value, you can employ in import substitution, agro-tourism, eco-tourism, and foreign exchange earnings from your products right here in Moruga. That is what your PNM government has done for you. And we didn't stop there. Minister Paula Gopiskun took your cries and invested in the Moruga processing facility, that almost all the bays are fully functional, notwithstanding what the others might say. All of the bays, my brothers and sisters, employment, agro-processing, agro-tourism, all of that done right here in your constituency. My brothers and sisters, I saw some of the largest pineapple farmers right here, led by Ramesh Ramsume and his team. We can do wonders. That is the next stage. We have to be able to expand. We are going to use technology. Our Prime Minister now is stressing on climate smart agriculture. My brothers and sisters, I could stay here and spend hours and hours and hours to tell you why you need to vote the People's National Movement. But I know you want to hear from your next Member of Parliament, Lisa Atwater, and our very own Prime Minister. So it will have much time. For us, I want you to go through our manifesto, because the manifesto, my dear brothers and sisters, is an economic roadmap for your success and progress for every one of us, for the younger generation to benefit. That is what the People's National Movement is doing for you. My brothers and sisters, the election, you have the choice. You have the power. You right here in Moruga Tableland, you are getting the lifetime opportunity in ensuring the PNM form the next government by putting your X, by Lisa Atwater. Brothers and sisters, by putting your X, by Lisa Atwater, you will be cementing the People's National Movement. And when you have voted on August 28th, we will all rejoice. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. And we have prevailed. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you.
Yes, I'm from a place where soca the resounding power. You can feel any time, any hour, sunshine or shower. You will feel it anywhere you look, and it really
our Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, our Minister of Energy and Energy Industry, the Chairman of the People's National Movement. Brothers and sisters, please welcome our standard bearer for the constituency of Port of Spain North, St. Anne's West, Young Army. Are you in Moruga Tableland? Young Army, are you rolling with Stuart? Brothers and sisters, welcome the Honorable Stuart Richard Young the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Stuart Richard Young, FC.
Economy will grow, negativity will go, better days fortune may go.
Brothers and sisters, if you are at home, you, brothers and sisters, Moruga Tableland, welcome the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Stuart Richard Young, SC. Brothers and sisters, Moruga Tableland, if you are at home, you are missing out on the love and the vibration in Moruga Tableland. Moruga Tableland has a message for Trinidad and Tobago. They told me to tell you that our 8th Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago has just arrived. And he is our Prime Minister yesterday, today, tomorrow, and on the 28th of April, 2025. Welcome, Moruga Tableland, the Honorable Stuart Richard Young, SC. Yes, brothers and sisters, I hear a man who not really from Tunapuna, but he decided to throw his hat in the ring for Tunapuna. Tell us, ask us if we know what a community center is. It's a center for the community. Our Prime Minister is a senior counsel. You know what that means? He's a counsel that's senior. Brothers and sisters, do you know what better with a water means? It means that Moruga Tableland is better with that water. Brothers and sisters, do you know, brothers and sisters, do you know what is the people's national movement? Do you know, brothers and sisters, what is the people's national movement? We are a national movement for the people. Brothers and sisters, the next speaker is a proud daughter of her constituency. She is a respected academic, historian, and community advocate. And she is committed to education, historical preservation, and community empowerment. The next speaker ensures that her work benefits future generations. The next speaker holds a Bachelor's of Arts in History and a postgraduate diploma in education. Her expertise is in education and research. Brothers and sisters, she has served as a dean and an acting principal at Moruga Secondary School. Your next speaker continues to uplift the constituency through knowledge, service, and advocacy. Brothers and sisters, your next speaker is ready to bring a new era of progress and opportunity to Moruga Tableland. Brothers and sisters in Moruga Tableland, When I say better, you say at water. Better, better. Brothers and sisters, join me as we bring on stage your next member of parliament from Moruga Tabelland. Moruga Tabelland is coming back to the home of the People's National Movement. Brothers and sisters, welcome your next member of parliament, Miss Lisa Atwater.
I hear everybody shouting, we voting for Lisa in Moruga Tabelland. She is a daughter of the soil. She knows how to pray and toil. So we coming out on election day to buoy us by the Balizé. 1, 2, 3, 4, who we gonna vote for? Lisa, Lisa, we better with that water. 5, 6, 7, 8, who is the winning candidate? Lisa, Lisa, we better with that water. Hey, 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 hey.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairperson, Brother Kareem. Hello, hello, hello. How are we? We good? All right, so let's get down to business. Honorable Prime Minister and Chairman of the People's National Movement, the Honorable Stuart Young, SC. Members of Parliament, my fellow candidates, loyal members of the People's National Movement who would have journeyed from far and near, members of the media, and most importantly, my friends, my family, my neighbors, my community of support and not the community center. And the good people of Moruga Tabelland, good night. To our visitors, I welcome you to Moruga, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Very good. And I'm sure that there are people among us this evening who's visiting Moruga for the very first time. So I offer you a special welcome. Moruga Tabelland is known for its rich cultural history, our historical significance, and our natural beauty. The area is green, it is lush, it is a mixture of forests and hills, rivers, beaches, and it is known for its agricultural and fishing promises. Moruga holds a very significant historical value. It's one of the main settlement areas of our first people, settlement areas of my ancestors, the Americans, who continue to have a major influence on the culture and the religion, especially Baptist traditions, and on the community structure. Our community is deeply spiritual. We have a variety of religions, but we have very strong Baptist roots. Moruga is famous for producing the world-famous Moruga scorpion pepper, once considered the hottest pepper in the world, and for its delicious pineapples, the majority of which can be found in Tabelland. Unlike many rural communities, Moruga Tabelland has its fair share of challenges. However, we are strong on community pride, and we continue to uplift and empower each other, especially our youth. And some of those efforts are grounded in the further development of our farming and fishing folk. And that is why I love the PNM, because the PNM recognizes our strength. And critical, we have been talking diversification for so long. So critical to our the people's national movement diversification goals is the development of rural communities like ours, particularly with infrastructure to ensure greater economic activity. And that's what the People's National Movement government has done over the past 10 years. This government, our government, understands our competitive advantage and what is unique to us. And they have created infrastructure to support and in particular to develop our farming and fishing industry. Please give them a round of applause. And with the construction and the development of the agro-processing facility at a cost of $90 million, $90 million, this government has challenged us to think outside the box and think beyond the raw crop or produce. So we must process and we must add value to the products so that we will continue to feed ourselves, the nation, and the world. And how blessed we are with Moruga Hill rice, the rice of my ancestors. Do you know that a pound of Moruga Hill rice, a small bag in New York, is for $21 US, and the rice comes from right here in our hills? We should be proud. Our opportunities are endless. There's a recently commissioned Grand Chimay fishing facility at a cost of $62 million. And what exactly is that facility? It supports our entire ecosystem of the fishing industry, from bait suppliers to fishermen, to boat engine machinery and repairs, to painting and flexi fabricators. Again, that is our People's National Movement government giving us the tools that are ours, giving us the tools to help us become better and to take advantage of prosperity for all. So we must realize that the key to economic prosperity is connectivity. And we've had so much upgrade in our road network. And yes, there are people who would say, oh God, the road bad, the road bad, the road bad. But the road is also fixing, the road is also fixing, the road is also fixing. Ministry of Transport is fixing the road. The road is fixing, the road is fixing, the road is fixing. We must the late Dr. Brinsley Samaru, my history lecturer at UB, made a solid point when he said geography influences history. And we have to understand that the type of soil we have conducive to erosion. But our government understands that we need to have good roadways, so we keep fixing and we fixing and we fixing. The Ministry of Transport continues to show up to ensure that our major thoroughfare remains passable. I am told that over $250 million has been spent on the stabilization and fixing landslip of our major roads and paving over the past 10 years. Did you hear me? $250 million. And we have landslip. We continue to have landslip in Lengua, in Kachip, along the Moruga Road, Penal Rock Road, Naparima Road, and they are being attended to. Ministry of Works keeps fixing and fixing and fixing. I repeat, Ministry of Work keeps fixing and fixing and fixing. And I want to drive home that point because it is so easy for us to get in a malaise and say the government here doing nothing. That is not the case. And it is the same vein with public transport. Because of the challenges with the roads, we cannot have the big PTAC buses as we would like. However, Ministry of Transport has started the Maxi Taxi Concessionaire Program, where we have maxis helping out with transportation from Moruga to Princess Town. And another challenge we have is that of water. But Trinidad and Tobago has a water challenge. It is not only Moruga, and I am not saying that to downplay the fact that sometimes we don't have water. But I know for a fact also that we are trying to fix it. So we have 2 wells that are being readied for production. One has already been capped and the ongoing civil and engineering work is being done. And Trinity Dam has been cleaned and upgraded, and I can tell you for a fact that it is true because I visited myself. So, Moruga people, this community knows that if we come together, it is paramount to our success. And the People's National Movement recognizes this and has sought to upgrade some of our recreational spaces so that our community can gather. The Moruga Multipurpose Youth Sporting Facility has been a game changer in our environment. We could gather in large numbers. We could have fun. We could have sports. We could have activities for the youth, and that is exactly what is happening. And then late last year, we had lighting installed at St. Mary's Ground, and it so warms my heart when I pass here late at night and I see people using the ground. The same way Marak Recreation Ground has been upgraded. And under the People's National Movement, the Douglas Road Barakpur Muslim Cemetery was built and delivered to the Muslim community. People's National Movement is working. And housing is critical. Housing is critical. It is high on the agenda. And over $110 million has been spent in Gomez Trace, Phase 3, and Pearl Village. Houses are being built and delivered. But we are not done. We are far from done. We have major upcoming projects, and this includes the soon-to-be-demolished Bastia Community Center. The design work has been completed, it has been tendered out, and a new center to seat 300 people with state-of-the-art facilities is on its way. And in Samuel Cooper, we recognize that we need to do something extra, especially when it comes to our young children and our youth. So, very soon, the first homework center will be constructed in Samuel Cooper Road. And this will be the model for other homework centers. Hold on, I'm melting here. Not water melting. The Grand Chimere Phase 2, the Phase 2 part of our fishing port will be starting soon. Moruga Tableland and environs, don't let anyone fool you and tell you that nothing is happening. Moruga Tableland was mentioned in our recently launched manifesto. The 2025 manifesto speaks to the development of Moruga Tableland. So while we develop, while we go from strength to strength, we need to acknowledge that we have had people advocating for us. And one of the individuals who stands out is our coordinator, the Senator, the Honorable Paula Gopi School. She's always a phone call. She's just a phone call away. She listens, she advocates, and she bangs on numerous doors to ensure that our needs are met and that we see progress. So when you see things going on, don't for 1 minute feel that it's the queen of TikTok who's responsible for that. Some people only have to see a construction truck pull up, steel being delivered, cement going somewhere, and they run quick and look to claim the project and say, TikTok. It's not hello TikTok, it's hello Paula, and thank you Paula, and thank you to the People's National Movement. Madam MB needs to realize that we are onto her. So tonight, while we acknowledge how far we've come, we must capitalize on the projects and make them work for us. Moruga table, and there are things sitting in your backyard that you need to make use of, so that we will ensure that all of us have opportunities for a better Moruga table. So now that we understand where we are starting from, let's talk about where we are going with me, Lisa Atwater, and the People's National Movement led by the Honorable Stuart Young, SC. Moruga Tableland, we are already at the center of the conversation about diversifying Trinidad and Tobago's economy. We've been doing it a long while. And we will stay at the center of the conversation. We are poised to lead in agriculture and agro-processing, fish and fish processing. And when I say agriculture and agro-processing, I want to make a special plug for pineapples. We produce the nation's pineapples. We produce a lot of it, but we don't produce enough. Over the past 5 years, we imported over $105 million worth of pineapples. Keeping in mind we have plenty land, and in 2023 alone, we would have imported $17 to $18 million in pineapple. Pineapple chunks, slices, and pineapple juice. Because Trinidadians love Subway, and we love Pizza Hut, and we love a host of other things. I beg you, I plead with you tonight, let's look to reduce our pineapple import bill. We have the land, we have the people, we have the resources, we have the technical backing of the Ministry of Agriculture. Let us do something where pineapple is concerned. And we are poised to make sure we take advantage of tourism and ecotourism and entrepreneurship and the creative industry, and certainly maximize on our cultural heritage. We have so much going for us. And entrepreneurship must be in our future. Every household in Moruga Tableland should have at least one entrepreneur. To make this vision a reality, we must bring business development programs to our communities. We must partner with both public and private sector business advisory institutions. We have NetCoya. And I will work to formalize and register businesses so that our businesses can access what the government has to offer. And if you've been with me on the campaign trail, you will know that as from the time I meet somebody doing something, I ask them, are you registered? Is your business registered? Michelle could testify for that. I'm asking over and over again. And while I am asking, we are also building a Moruga Tableland skills bank, a database, because we need to know what we have, what we can build upon, and what we need to improve on. So I will advocate for government and private sector affairs on a regular basis to keep our people informed so they will have access to what the country has to offer. Moruga Tableland and environs. Some of our services are our best kept secret, and we need to change that. Great is the PNM. We must also bring more tech for agriculture and fish processing and other skill training programs to Moruga and Tableland so that our children and our young people will not have to pay $30 and $40 to reach the school and to get back. And agriculture, we must change the narrative on how we view agriculture. Let's try making agriculture sexy now. Let's try making agriculture attractive. Why don't we understand that we need to understand that when we feed ourselves, when you are feeding yourself, you are a champion in your own right. We need to realize that you might have one plot of land or you may have 3 plant pots, but if you put something in it, it will grow. And you will know what you are eating, and you will know how much chemical or not that you have in it. So let's try making agriculture sexy. Sexiness has catch some people's attention. Let us go that way. Because I know I am a farmer, proud of my backyard garden, and I know it's in my DNA just as it's in your DNA, and we just need to tap into what we have. And there are some essential services that need to come to Moruga Tableland. I will advocate strongly for the construction of a modern and well-equipped fire station to save lives. Mr. Prime Minister, are you paying attention? That's a foster technique. Mr. Prime Minister, are you paying attention? Okay then. So because we want to save lives and protect our properties, I will advocate for the upgrade of our health facilities. Last week Friday, I was in Tableland, and one of the concerns was the fact that the Tableland Health Center no longer exists. And then we in Moruga, Lower Moruga, we have a health center, but it closes. So I will advocate, Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Foster, and everybody else, that we get a 24-hour access health center, health facility. Because we know how important it is. And I will also advocate that our national instrument be taught in all our schools, so that our children will have a sense of deeper pride and help build discipline. And for our children and our parents, note our manifesto speaks to book grants, more food cards, healthier lunch boxes, and early support for children with disabilities. And we will advocate to make sure that those things happen in Moruga Tableland. So my people of Moruga Tableland, I have listened to you. You have asked for more jobs, more opportunities, greater development for the youth, more agriculture, and more infrastructure. And I want to ask you, who do you think is best suited to advocate for you? Is it someone who has a legacy of burning tires, going to Parliament smoky, or calling the media? Is it the person who sat in Parliament for 5 years with no proper representation, and the only time the national public took notice of her was when the Speaker put her out for vulgarity? I stand here before you to tell you that my track record speaks for itself. I have been involved in the community. I've been involved in my children's lives. I know about making sure that we had wire bending courses at Moruga Secondary School so that our children could take part in traditional carnival. I know about coordinating STEM program for 2 cohorts of Moruga Secondary School children and ensuring that they had transport from Marak to San Fernando so that they could be part of STEM. I know about being asked to recommend 25 young people from Moruga to be part of a scholarship program that costs hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, where those 25 people got tuition, got transport, got PPE, and everything for 2 years while they pursued course in the industry. And I am happy to share with you that at the end of that 2-year program, some of those people got employment with multinational companies. And I am running out of time. But I have to mention that during the COVID pandemic, when our government was ensuring that no public servant lost their salary, we in Moruga, we had our special cases, our special vulnerability. And I was responsible, I will stand here and take credit for ensuring that our children, the families of children who were in the school feeding program, they got multiple hampers. I ensured that principals of the area were able to come together and coordinate it, that we get laptops for our children, our Form 4 and Form 5 children, laptops for Standard 5 children, and tablets for Standard 4 children. And you know what's the thing about it? That dark period in COVID? My nephew is here. He's 5. He was born in March 2020. And there were days I had to leave home because I was concerned about my community. And my sister will quarrel, you're leaving the house, you're going out in COVID, and we have a baby in the house. But you know what? When you love your community, when you care about your children, when you want betterment, when you want betterment, when you want betterment, you would make the sacrifices. So I thank you. So as I close, I just want to say 2 things. One is that the People's National Movement in Moruga Tableland has run a clean campaign. We are running a clean campaign. We can't say the same thing for the people on the other side. They want to make us famous for the wrong reasons. So go ahead, burn the banners, throw it away, do what you want, but you can't take my name off the ballot paper. You can't take hot water off the ballot paper. And you know why? Because I understand you. I understand your concerns. I understand your purpose. I understand your challenges, and I stand ready to address them. But I need your support, and I need your commitment, and I certainly need your finger. And I want all of us to believe, that this is a call to action. We have to act. So on Monday, the 20th of April, 2025, all youths, all young people, all men, all women, all seniors, everybody, we're going to come out. We're going to come out in our numbers and we're going to vote. We're going to vote. We're going to vote. We're going to vote. We're going to vote for Lisa. We're going to vote for Stuart Young. Vote for Kareem. Vote for Natasha. Vote for Rockland. We're going to vote and we're going to win. And when we done win, we will sing, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and we shall prevail. I love you. Thank you.
Moruga Tableland, April 28th, election day. Put your X by the Balize. Better with that water. I hear everybody shouting, we voting for Lisa. In Moruga Tableland, she is a daughter of the soil. She knows how to pray and toil. So we coming out on election day to put we X by the Balize. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Moruga Tableland. When I say better, you say at water. Better, better, better. Let's give it up for your next member of parliament for Moruga Tableland, Miss Lisa at water. Brothers and sisters, allow me to recognize the General Secretary of the People's National Movement. He has just joined us, the Honorable Foster Cummings. I have seen some other candidates, brothers and sisters. Allow me to recognize Mr. Rockland Mohammed, the candidate for Princess Sutton. I see Dr. Natasha is also in the house from Separia. I see my brother Sean Dubé from Oropuch West. Brothers and sisters, allow me to recognize one more person. I see a brother who lost his way some time ago, but he found his place in the right place. He found a place in the People's National Movement, Mr. Colin Partap. Brothers and sisters, PNM people here in Moruga Tableland and PNM people all over Trinidad and Tobago, I want to tell you something very, very quickly. You see, when persons are trying to sell you a story, you must first look at how they treat their very own. On the other side, we have a misfit misleader who is trying to be our next prime minister, but we know that PNM people and the PNM government has educated our people. We know that we ain't making that mistake. We know that we ain't taking that chain up. Brothers and sisters, when it came to an internal election on the other side, when Mrs. Prasad Bissessa won in the internal election, Rushton Parry lose. When Mrs. Prasad Bissessa won in the internal election, Mr. Larry Lala lose. When Mrs. Prasad Bissessa won in this internal election, Anita Haynes lose. And when she won, brothers and sisters, even Dennis Rambley lose. Mr. Partap didn't wait for her to win that internal election to know that he too would lose. So we welcome him tonight with open arms here in Moruga Tableland. And brothers and sisters, PNM people, some of us like to play like we have 9-day memory. I'm putting you, brothers and sisters, and I'm telling you that if they can treat their own like that, Imagine what they will do to PNM people if, God forbid, we take all sense out of our heads. Reject the UNC, reject the UNC, reject the UNC, because red is the word, red is the word, red is the word, red is the word. Brothers and sisters, allow me to invite our next speaker. Our next speaker is a former government senator. He is a former parliamentary secretary. He is a former minister in the Ministry of Works and Transport. He is now your Minister of Youth Development and National Service. In 2020, the good people of La Hoqueta Talparo rejected in 2020, brothers and sisters, the good people of La Hoqueta Talparo took every fridge, every stove, every microwave, every cent that they gave them, and they rejected the UNC. And the good people of La Hoqueta Talparo decided to put our General Secretary of the People's National Movement. Brothers and sisters, La Hoqueta Talparo, this time around on April the 28th, 2025, I know that you have good sense. You will restore your member of parliament back as your member of parliament. Brothers and sisters, welcome the member of parliament for La Hoqueta Talparo. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, and we show on the 28th of April. Welcome the Honorable Foster Neville Cummins.
They can't keep a good man down. Always keep a smile when they want me to frown. Keep the vibes and I stood my ground. They will never ever take my crown. Oh, Jah bless, I say no man curse. Things getting better when they thought it would be worse. Here comes the officers asking for a search. They found no weapon, just only a draw first. But I'm so solid as a rock, they just can't stop me now. Even when they set their traps, they just can't stop me now. People will say this and that, they just can't stop me.
Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. You wonder why I say this psalm before I speak? We're dealing with some evil, wicked people. We are dealing with some reckless, venomous people. They're wicked and bad. And so whenever I have to speak, I know they're listening. So I have to let them know that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Our Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart Young SC. Your next Member of Parliament, Lisa Atwater. Listener, I did not know Lisa could talk, so give her another round of applause. That is what Moruga Tableland deserves. That is the kind of representation you deserve. You made a mistake. You made a mistake and you send somebody up in the parliament. It pains my ear to have to sit down and listen to presentations coming from your member of parliament. You compare Lisa Atwater and the tire burner. Compare Lisa Atwater and the tire burner. Because from what I hear, to get an appointment with that particular MP, you just block the road, burn some tires, and you will see your MP showing up. Our host this evening, the next member of parliament for Laventille West, I got it right this time. Minister Avinash Singh, and all you beautiful people of Moruga Tableland. Listen, all you looking real nice, you know. You all have the UNC scared and scattered. All up to last week, their chests up in the air like peacock because they're seeing the treasury in their eyesight. They feel Trinbagonians dotish. They feel UN have sense. When they realize that this election will not be won on social media, but it will be won on the ground, house to house, door to door, street to street, avenue to avenue, village to village, town to town. While they're wasting time talking about yellow code, and when UNC win, everybody win. Once bunch of lies, we beaten the pavements. We talking to our people, and we are explaining to them the danger. Hold up on the horns a little bit. Hold up on the horns a little bit. We are explaining to them the dangers. Listen, I just spending a few minutes with you tonight. I want you to understand, we are explaining to them the dangers to Trinidad and Tobago of having a UNC government in this place. We had them before. We know what you're made of. Not because you change your clothes from yellow to blue, feel you can mama guy we. Yellow or blue, you're still. Whether you're yellow, whether you're in blue, you're still a bunch of thieves. We know you. We know what you give. Everybody wins. What race you ever run and everybody get a gold medal at the end? Who you trying to mama guy? The whole purpose of a race is somebody go come first, second or third. Everybody don't get gold medal. But their advisors, their foreign advisors tell them people like to win. So if you mama guide them and tell them everybody win, they will fall for that. Vote for you. And after you get in office, you do whatever you want. And they buy that because they love to lie. They are desperate for power. They are a bunch of desperate people. Could you imagine? They are so desperate for power, they will do anything. Look at them. All they have done is assemble a bunch of PNM haters. Because you know we have some of those. They have assembled a bunch of PNM haters. And all they are concerned about is getting into the corridors of power. After they get there, understand that many of them hate each other among that group. So as soon if we take God out of our thoughts, and they end up in power, after they conspire with their hatred for the PNM, then they move to the hatred for one another. And they cannot govern the country like that. Could you imagine? Look at some of them. You know, I don't want to call them by name. But you just dig up in your Google and see some of them were cussing each other just last week. Some of them
2 years ago, 1 year ago, 6 months ago, they had the worst things to say about each other. Now they hug up and sing in song and feel they could fool you. Well, we will not be fooled. In Moruga Tableland, you have sense. You're smart. You come from a rich history of agriculture. You eat good food. You grow up on dashing yam and cassava. When you want stew fish, you and I know stale fish is fresh fish. Fresh fish. So you real strong and your brain's working well. So you know when you look at Lisa and how she named, is only one choice you have. You have a teacher. I mean, let's talk. Let's make some sense here. Let's talk common sense thing. You have a teacher of more than 30 years. Taught your children, some of them, some of your grandchildren, boy and girl, from St. Mary's, Moruga, all over. They love her like hog love mud. Nice lady. You heard her talk tonight. You ain't hear nice talk? She making sense. She could string her sentence together nicely. Eh? The grammar is intact. And then you have mumble bumble on the other side. It's pressure in the parliament. We have to wonder what the lady's saying. She's just not making sense. Listen to me. In the village I come from, they say she's shaming you. She's making you look bad. But all they're concerned about is not the quality of the candidates that they give to you to go to the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. They will pick up anything, any pickup side. They have no character, no integrity. And we're making them out. We know them. And we're not going to vote for them. They could say what they want. They could talk about how much code. Because in Moruga, red is the word! Red is the word! Red is the word! Red is the word! And that is just a fact. We never like too much of yellow in Moruga. I drive around coming down the road here a little earlier on. I'm watching the curtain. Nobody has no yellow curtain in Moruga. I see all different kind of curtain flying by the window. No yellow. We want no yellow. We want nothing looking close to yellow. As a matter of fact, for the next few weeks, we ban yellow until after the election. Don't wear yellow. If you have a nice yellow dress that you're accustomed wearing, put it in the cupboard and wear it after the 28th. Because somebody might feel that you endorsing UNC. You have a nice outfit you bought long time for Easter. You like a little yellow. Put it away. And wear it on the 29th. Your MP to be spoke about agriculture. Well, you know I am passionate about agriculture. She spoke about agriculture being sexy again. And you know at the Ministry of Youth Development and National Service, we have been promoting agriculture as a career option for young people. I repeat, we have trained over 1,400 young farmers in Trinidad and Tobago. And we are giving them 2 acres of land, a starter home, and a grant of $20,000 so that they can start a career of their own. No other government has ever done that for the young people of this country. And we are not mama-guying them. When they get certified, they're going to UTT. From UTT, we put them on a farm with a master farmer to show them how to get into the best practice scenarios. And when we are finished, we say, listen, you can't have a program, train you, equip you, and not give you the most important asset that you would require, which is land. And we know about the issues of predial larceny. So we don't want you coming from Port of Spain North, your farm down in Chatham, you plant your okra, it grow nice, okra looking good, and somebody else decide they will reap what you plant. So we decide we'll give you a homestead. So you're living there with your family and you're farming the land that the government gave to you. And we understand that with all the love you have for agriculture, if you don't have the little money to buy a whacker or a small plow or a fork or a garden hoe or a water hose, we know you need a little money to start off, so we give you a grant of $20,000. It's not a loan, it's a grant. And therefore here in Moruga Tableland, when you start your planting, when you start your agricultural plot, you'll be able to service the agro-processing plant. You understand? You have the land, you'll be able to produce for the agro-processing, is added value, you can then move into the local or into the export market. And we are also going to construct in Moruga Tableland a farm school. So other persons who are interested in this community, you are going to get a farm school in Moruga. And that's some of the goodies we have in store for you. And your MP to be just called out some goodies that she wants for you after you elect her. The Prime Minister here, he's listening, and therefore he will take note. And once the seat come home, right, I am supporting the Prime Minister and giving you what you asked for in the Moruga Tableland. What Atwater wants, Atwater going to get? You vote Atwater. Vote solidly for Atwater and liberate us from the tire burner. But before I close, I want to say something to you very seriously. This is more than just wanting Lisa to win. This is about serious business. This is about the future of Trinidad and Tobago people. We are begging you, help us protect this country from the UNC. I make no joke when I tell you these people are a bunch of bandits. And I challenge them to say otherwise, because I have filed sticks on them. They love to thief. And it would be good if they were thieving among each other. But no, their passion is for public money in the treasury. So if you put them there, they can't help it. And they're going to do the same thing again. So this is serious business. When you vote for Lisa Atwater, what in fact you are doing is voting to secure the future of your children, your grandchildren, your aunt, your uncle, your nephew, your niece, your neighbor, every relative, every friend. And you will be labeled a responsible citizen when you return Lisa Atwater as your MP and give us another seat in the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago, because we're going to win every other seat that we have in the Parliament right now.
So I bring you love from the city of La Hoqueta Talparo. They fooled themselves and thought for a moment that they could slip in up by me. But they didn't understand that we're doing the work. We combing the streets, we planning, we implementing, and we making sure that from La Hoqueta Talparo is PNM, Toco Sandy Grande is PNM, Tunapuna is PNM, St. Joseph is PNM, Point Fortin is PNM, Tobago is PNM, Moruga Tableland is PNM, Port of Spain, Lavantil, Chaguanas, San Fernando, all over Trinidad and Tobago is PNM, 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 PNM. It's okay to be excited, you know. It is okay to be excited because the job is not simply that you must vote. The job is that you, after you have voted, must convince every family member, every neighbor, every cousin, every aunt, every uncle. You must spread the gospel of protection of the public purse and good governance as only the PNM can do it. So my friends, I look forward to getting great news. When we sit in Balize House on the night of the 28th, I must hear the drums rolling in Moruga Tableland because you're very good with drums down here. I know you have some Baptist people down here. I know you have some Baptist people down here. You know I'm a Baptist too. So I'm calling on all the Baptists. I'm calling on all the Baptists in Moruga Tableland. Beat your drums, sing your song, and vote solidly for Lisa Atwater and the PNM. Oh yes! Wave your coquille broom, do whatever you have to do, and sweep them out of Moruga Tableland. Great is the PNM. I said great is the PNM. Hey, great is the PNM. And we shall prevail. I love you all.
One nation is one people today, a dynamic diversity. A party strong because all along we celebrate our plurality. Equality right across the board, everybody have a chance. That's why all along every place in town, locals leading the dance. We talking about the ultra-modern social infrastructure. Education become priority one in the national agenda. We are making no dotish mistake. So what the opposition get, they go take. And when I say coquille, you know what I mean. Bring all your broom and sweep in this country clean. Keep your pen, licked in the cave. Great is the PNM. It's how we live. Sleeping time. Sleeping time. Sleeping time. Election time is here. Election time is here. We'll be sweeping everywhere. Election time is here. We'll be sweeping everywhere. Election time is here. We'll be sweeping everywhere. Sweeping time. Sweeping time. Sweeping time. The air was there, the big chair, the delivery was a trap. As the document passed the present, every phase of the PNM. From self-government to independence, republic and Sabbath school. Request record, the people applaud, things that the party do. He said the whole of world we are the salt of the earth, no racial or cultural divide. Not like Duck and Run and all them dirty show and they have on the other side. We are making no dotish mistake. Where the opposition get, they will take. I wanna say, okay, you hear what I mean? We sweeping the Kamla Roger collection sleeve. We can't fail, licks in the tail. Great is the PNM. Sweeping time. Sweeping time. Sweeping time. Sweeping time. Sweeping time. Sweeping time. Listen. Sweeping time. Listen. Listen to me. Don't move. Don't move. Tell them drums to shut up for me. Tell the drums cool it. All you don't move for me always. Stay right there. I know all you could sing. I want something to stick in all your head from tonight. Here what we're going to do. You will say, hallelujah. And all you could say that? Good. No drums. So let we go. Hallelujah. We are making no dotish mistake. Where the opposition get, they go take. When I say cookie, you know what I mean. We sweeping the Kamla Roger coalition clean.
Moruga Tableland. Get all your broom. On April 28th, 2025, Lisa at Water sweeping Moruga Tableland clean. Moruga Tableland, the vibes in here is just love. Moruga Tableland, are you ready? Moruga Tableland, are you ready? Moruga Tableland, are you responsible? I know in Moruga Tableland that there would be no retreat. There would be no surrendering. On April 28, 2025, we're bringing Moruga home. Allow me, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, this is where the air is rare. Our next speaker, brothers and sisters, is a leader phenomenal. He is a strong leader. He is a young leader. Brothers and sisters, the next speaker is a powerhouse in governance, national security, and energy policy. He has earned the trust and confidence of this nation through his steadfast leadership, his fearless advocacy, and an unrelenting commitment to the progress of Trinidad and Tobago. From the courtroom to the cabinet, from Portishead North, Sentence West, to the Parliament. The next speaker, brothers and sisters, was admitted to the bar of Trinidad and Tobago in 1998, and he was elevated to the rank of senior counsel in 2024. He has tackled complex legal battles and led landmark legislative reforms and has championed justice at its highest level. Brothers and sisters, he goes out and he fights for each and everyone in Trinidad and Tobago. He has brought our energy sector back to stability and growth. He is the Minister of Energy and Energy Industries. Brothers and sisters, he is our chairman of the People's National Movement. He is my big brother, he is my learned senior, and he is mine and yours and all of our 8th Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Brothers and sisters, I invite you to rise, brothers and sisters, as we welcome our bold, our young, our strong, our Prime Minister yesterday, today, tomorrow, and on April the 28th, 2025. Brothers and sisters in Moruga Tableland, let us bring down the house as we welcome our Honorable Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart Richard Young, SC.
A man with energy, always checking for you. Don't let up at all, let's answer when we call.
With ear Gagoro, he always vibrant and he's strong, energetic and he young,
Scotty. When I hear it, I didn't believe it. I went and checked it. They say he read it.
We have a new leader, he's strong with real power. The best in Trinidad, tell them great faces so.
Scotty, a man with energy, always
Moruga Tableland, Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Moruga Tableland, good night. Trinidad and Tobago, good night. To all of those up on stage with me tonight, I was correcting the program as I looked at it, and the corrections were as follows. To the next Member of Parliament for Moruga Tableland, not the candidate, Lisa Atwater. To the next Member of Parliament for Laventille West, not the candidate, Kareem Marcel. To the returning Member of Parliament for La Hoqueta, Talparo, Foster Cummings. To our Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Fisheries, Avinash Singh.
All party officers are acknowledged. There are many down here in Moruga Tableland tonight. But you would permit me, because I think I've earned it, the liberty of singling someone out for special mention tonight. And I want to ask you to join me as I, as the chairman of the People's National Movement, single out a lady who has led the charge in Moruga Tableland, bringing life back to the PNM down here, making the trek every single week, almost every day, leading us into battle to bring home the seat for the People's National Movement. Minister Paula Gopi Schoon. You see, ladies and gentlemen, you see, citizens, that is just a cross-section of the quality that the People's National Movement brings to the table of Trinidad and Tobago. But we have a serious decision to make on the 28th of April, and it is literally a few weeks ago. It is a few weeks ago we started this journey, but we have 1 week to go to bring it home. And on the 28th of April, I am respectfully asking every citizen of Trinidad and Tobago who wants a unified Trinidad and Tobago, who wants a Trinidad and Tobago that is going to build and write a new chapter, take this country in a new direction, to join with the People's National Movement, because you have a choice to make. And tonight is about why you must make that choice for the People's National Movement to continue leading Trinidad and Tobago. Ask yourself this question: who would you like to fight for you? Who would you like to fight for Trinidad and Tobago? Do you want a young, vibrant, energetic, intelligent, innovative fighter who will not give up? Do you want someone who will walk with you, who will come to Moruga Tableland and walk with you, go to La Hoqueta Talparo, walk with you, go to Charlottesville, walk with you, go anywhere in Trinidad and Tobago, walk with you, up in Lavantil, down in Port of Spain, Indigo Martin, go to San Fernando and walk with you, go to Point Fortin and walk with you. What type of leader does Trinidad and Tobago want? Do you want somebody who is honest? Do you want somebody you know you could trust when you go to sleep at night and know that that person and that team are planning for a better Trinidad and Tobago as opposed to looking to steal from the treasury? If that is what you want, there is one choice on the 28th of April. On the 28th of April, you choose Team PNM. Citizens are asking, our citizens are asking, and justifiably so, you know, I understand the concern, I understand the conversation. What change you're talking about in the PNM? They are asking the question, but weren't you there for 9.5 years? Aren't you part of the PNM that governed for the last 9.5, almost 10 years? The answer is yes. Taking this country through very unstable times, coming in to meet an empty treasury, coming in to meet this decimated energy sector, facing COVID, facing all of the difficulties we face. The answer is yes. And the answer is as simple as this when they ask, what is new? What change will you bring? How do we know that you are different? When you're in charge, you're in charge. When you have to make the decisions, you make the decisions. Every household, every school, every fire station, every police station, every business in Trinidad and Tobago, there comes a point when you have a new leader. And the successful ones are the ones who have planned a proper succession. The successful businesses are the ones where the leaders have gotten the experience, the way Foster has, Nian has, and the other young people around the table, Randall, Faris. We've learned amongst people like Paula, Colum, Dr. Rowley, and the answer is, I am in charge with a brilliant team, and we will lead Trinidad and Tobago through the instability. Citizens, you compare this, which is on offer, every night when the PNM is out on the streets, as Foster says, going from door to door, all the way from Charlottesville, Speyside, come down to Icarcus. You look at the quality of the 41 candidates, some of whom we have right here with us tonight, and this is the comparison. Kamla and the UNC are allergic to the truth. They just don't know how to tell the truth. Foster spoke a short while ago about them stealing. Tonight, Foster came here to Moruga Tableland to join with you, to bring his knowledge, his energy, his vibrancy, and his message to you in Moruga Tableland. You know where the UNC are? They're in La Hoqueta Talparo, leading a losing battle. But you know what's worse than that? This document, the PNM this week launched its manifesto. When you're in opposition for 10 years, you have nothing to do. Okay, so we went on a platform in San Fernando and all over, decimating your financial plan to take us to the IMF and to devalue the dollar. So you're going back to square one. When they're asking you your plan about the finance, where you getting money from, up to today, I have a plan, but you can't tell us the plan. Let me tell you how bad they are tonight. Tonight, on the UNC web page that we know coming out of Jamaica, on that page, the UNC still hasn't launched their manifesto. But you know what language they use? We are coming with a bold vision. Was the PNM's manifesto a bold new chapter? They're even trying to thief the language we use. But, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, that is another warning to you. Because you remember when Kamala Persad-Bissessar was writing a letter of congratulations to Joe Biden? Kamala Persad-Bissessar plagiarized, which means, as Lisa will tell you, thief the whole letter that Keir Starmer wrote to Joe Biden. That is the UNC. They cannot even come up with their own ideas. They wanted manifesto, the country wanted a manifesto, the PNM give you a manifesto. Don't try to steal it. But if you're stealing it, they say that imitation is the best form of flattery, and you could never reach a PNM standard. My message to PNM tonight and to Trinidad and Tobago, we are less than 10 days away from a general election. We have to stay focused. The next week, and let me warn you what's going to take place over the next week, starting with tomorrow. The UNC and its elements are going to step up their misinformation campaign. They are going to use everything at their fingertips to try and bring misinformation and to mislead the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Starting tomorrow, watch. Remember, I told you this here tonight from Moruga Tableland. From tomorrow, they will start. They will come with false and fake polls. You know why? Because exactly as Foster said, the PNM's timing and strategy is working. You are seeing once again the PNM's movement, and the trajectory is moving like this upwards to a victory on the 28th of April. And that is because your leadership, knows what it's doing. Your leadership is strategic. Timing is critical. But my warning is you must stay focused over the next week. We saw their early shots. Yellow is the code, but as Foster said, red is the word. So rock so with yellow is the code. The misinformation and the negativity they're going to pump from tomorrow. As I told you, they come in with a false poll to try and fool the country and fool PNM and fool people who want to associate with us as winners, that all of a sudden they're going somewhere. Well, let me tell you tonight, from this platform, I am telling Trinidad and Tobago, and I am telling you, the People's National Movement, that I saw our latest poll, our scientific poll, and I know why they're reacting that way tomorrow in the newspapers, later in the week in UE, and all over the place. Because you know what our poll says? Our poll says the UNC is under pressure in Sawa Barataria, in Chaguanas East, in Mayaro, in Kamuto Manzanilla. The UNC are on the back foot in those seats that they hold. Sawa Barataria, Kamuto Manzanilla, Mayaro, Chaguanas East, and some of the other seats that they hold, but those that I call. And you know what's the sweetest about all? You know what's the sweetest part of it all? You know what the poll's saying? That once you stay focused, Moruga Tableland is with the PNM. It is ours. Bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home. They have given up. Bring it home. Trinidad and Tobago, the PNM team, the new chapter. We are the winners because we will write that new chapter together with you. So stay focused over the next week. Stay focused, ignore their lies, turn off your radio, turn off your TV. But you're seeing the momentum picking up. You're seeing the youth are saying, you know what? We're going to give them, meaning the PNM, Stuart and Foster and Kareem and Lisa and all of the PNM a chance because they have faith and trust in us. Let me tell you all something. If it is one thing you should know about me right now, is I could fight. And I will fight for Trinidad and Tobago. I will fight for Moruga Tableland. I will fight for La Horquetta Talparo. I'll fight Tobago East, fight for Tobago West, fight for Laventille, fight for Port of Spain, fight for Diego Martin. We're going to bring home Sawa Barataria. We're going to fight Mayaro, Kamuto Manzanilla, and Sandy Grande in the bag as well. We will fight for Trinidad and Tobago without stealing from the treasury like them. You're seeing these signs. Let me tell you what's going on with them. Because they like to pretend they know what's going on with us, which they don't. San Fernando West, they melt down. Candidate crying, they melt down in San Fernando West. They want to give up in San Fernando West because Faris put in a licking on them. Tunapuna. Well, Ford, you're not only on board, you're bringing it home because let me tell you, the candidate for Tunapuna, he gone. He sit down nice. He feel looking good. Sit down on a step. He telling us, him. You know what a community center is for? A community. Nice. So that is what you put in forward. That is what you put in forward, that a community center is for a community. What else it could be for? But that is the type of candidate being offered in Tunapuna. Well, in Grande, the candidate in Grande can't even talk properly. But hear him last night, because you know, when they become desperate, it's always a reversion to race. So last night, or whenever it was, the candidate in Granny going up on the stage and talking about the Prime Minister and saying the Prime Minister is a Chinese, run the Chinese out of town. But partner, you had to come better than that. Because you see in Trinidad and Tobago and the PNM, they love the Chinese. And furthermore, you know, the old people teach you something. They teach you plenty things, but the old people say, look at the young and innocent children and see how they interact and how they react to people. Because young and innocent children know what is right and they know what is wrong instinctively. I had to tell everyone here tonight that everywhere I go in Trinidad and Tobago over the last 2 weeks, the young children are the ones leading the charge, saying, look PM Stuarty, look PM Stuarty, and showing the love and respect. So citizens, PNM family and citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, tonight I ask you to join us. Join this young, vibrant, intelligent, energetic, and experienced PNM team that has shown not only can we run the country properly, but that we will take this country through the turbulent waters that we are currently in. Because you see, globally, things are difficult. Globally, you're seeing what is taking place. But I want to tell you all, when they ask what we bring to the table, I have been Prime Minister for 4 weeks. We know that one of the problems we have been facing since 2014, when the UNC messed up our Forex allocation, is Forex. Well, yesterday you would have seen an announcement. In that short period of time, the cabinet that I lead have come up with an innovative way to deal with Forex for small and medium-sized businesses in just 4 weeks. Give me 5 years and I'll show you what we could do. What we've also done yesterday, you remember 2 weeks ago or so, I went before the country, before the world, to make an announcement at the office of the Prime Minister and to talk about the cancellation of our OFAC license for Dragon, right? And as usual, the naysayers jump up and they're rejoicing and they're happy and they say, Dragon dead and that Dragon dead, and how many times they tell us Dragon dead. What did I say? I said, stay calm. It is a hurdle in the road. Don't worry. And I went to Point Fortin, and that night, what did I say? I said this. I say, you give me the mandate, and I will fight, I will fight, I will fight for Trinidad and Tobago. Look at what happened yesterday, and I ain't hearing a whisper. Yesterday, I had, because I was working on it, because you see me, I am not deterred. I never panic, I never get worried and give up a fight. I continue doing what I've been doing for Trinidad and Tobago for the last 9.5 years. You hit me a hurdle here, I'll find a way this way, I'll find a way that way, all within the law. I wanted to see how the same media and people who want to say on front page, Dragon Dead report what happened yesterday. I didn't use my language. I specifically decided to use the language of the Secretary of State of the United States of America, Marco Rubio. Yesterday, I had a phone call with him as he was returning from Paris. And you saw his language where he said they will work with young and they will find a way for young and Trinidad and Tobago to get the energy security that we want. I want you to just look at this, just this part of it, this quote from what they said, meaning what the Secretary of State said in his statement. Give me 1 second. Quote, the Secretary recognized the strategic importance of Trinidad and Tobago's energy initiatives and, listen to this, not my language, Young's effective leadership in this area. So Trinidad and Tobago, you have a choice to make. You have to decide on the 28th of April who is going to lead this country and take us forward in difficult times ahead. Tonight, I want to spend a few moments talking about the PNM's plans. Moruga, you have a special place in the PNM. There were 2 programs and policy programs launched here in Moruga by the PNM at 2 different periods of time. In 2002, a Patrick Manning-led government, a PNM government, came to Moruga in July 2002 to launch the CPEP program. That was launched right here in Moruga. And that program was developed to help our more vulnerable in society. Because you see, we do care and we do things to always make sure we look after the most vulnerable. Don't listen to them on the other side who will bankrupt us. Secondly, under a Keith Rowley, Prime Minister Rowley government, in 2015 to 2020, we developed a program and launched it right here. And on one of my walks through Moruga, I saw the benefit of it, where persons were living in circumstances that we couldn't stomach it as a PNM cabinet. The Prime Minister Rowley came down here, saw the board houses that people were living in, came back, and we took a decision that's unacceptable under PNM government. We will find the money somewhere, and we started the HVIP program right here in Moruga. Well done, Moruga. I give you the assurance tonight that as part of our continued program, we will continue with not only those 2 programs and more HVIP houses in Moruga, but these are some of the things we're going to do. You would have heard me speak about HDC communities. That's not for Moruga. We're going to find the HVIP houses for Moruga and other things. This is important for every HDC community, and I ask for a list of all of them. The PNM's policy written down in our manifesto now is that in each HDC community, you are going to do the work, because we're going to make sure that the procurement laws, local content, is that the community does the work, the maintaining, the upgrading, the painting, the cleaning, and the upgrade and repairs in every single HDC community. That is for the people living there. So Harding Place in Cokerie, Powder Magazine, Beverly Hills, Plaisance Terrace, in La Hoqueta, the roof work, Clifton Towers, Irving Lane, St. Joseph Road, Beetham Gardens, Shafford Court, Bath Street, Mango Rose, St. Francois Valley Road, Hawaii Lands, Harp Place, George Street, Nelson Street, Duncan Street, Corinth Hills, Corinth Close in San Fernando, Lady Hills in Embarcadero, Kane Street in San Fernando, Monrepo in San Fernando, Olera Heights in San Fernando, Pleasantville, Cypress Gardens in Couva. We're going street to street, June Street, Jennifer Street, and plenty other streets. Eden Gardens, Almond Drive in Mova, Paradise Heights in Mova, Ramdial Mahabia Lands in Mova, Hirondale Street, Las Alturas, Trumakai, Orapuch Gardens, Greenvale in La Joqueta Talparo, Maloney Gardens in Maloney, and every single HCC community across Trinidad. You will be employed. You will be given the opportunity under PNM government. You will deliver in your community, getting the money so you could spend it in your community, making sure our young men and women are looked after with employment and pride as you bring your homes back to a proper standard. That's not all. In the HDC communities, it's here in our manifesto. It is here in black and white, or red, black and white. We are also in HCC communities going to start childcare centers, homework centers across the length and breadth of all HCC communities. This is how a responsible government looks after its citizens. They don't come and throw things at you as though we are some sort of people begging for a laptop and begging for baby milk and these types of things. I've also spoken about what we're going to do with food cards and the grant systems. That's not for tonight. But Moruga Table on, you are going to get your fair share. Our young people, our youth. When I am fighting for Trinidad and Tobago, I always have 3 categories of people in mind, and forgive me for being biased. The first are our young children, because everywhere I go and I look at them, I worry about their future. Every time I have been fighting, whether it be to get back the money that they stole and gave to OAS, that $970 million, or whether it is to get $38 billion for Trinidad and Tobago from oil and gas companies. I fight for the young children, I fight for our youth, and I fight for our senior citizens. Because the rest of us are able-bodied and we'll make our way. In this manifesto, we focus heavily on our youth. Tonight, I just want to touch very briefly on some of the things we're going to do in education to show you what the PNM is doing. We don't come on a platform and talk loosely and empty words. You wanted a manifesto? You get 180 pages of PNM policy and manifesto like that, as Chinua just said. We are going to reform our education system. Digital and technological integration is going to become a key component, using the technology for our children who learn better. We're going to introduce and make sure that children in Moruga, Lisa, all the way up to Port of Spain, Diego Martin in La Joqueta, whereas Foster announced we're going to build a brand new school in La Joqueta for the first time. We're going to make sure in Tobago as well. Our children are going to be taught financial literacy and entrepreneurship, because the world has changed. We are going to teach our children how to save, how to invest, and how to start their own business from a young age. But we're also going to marry that with targeted funding for youth entrepreneurs. So we're going to teach you about it. If you could come up with the right ideas that could become successful, we are going to help you to make it a reality. We're going to introduce civics integrity and active citizenship education, because we recognize that our children need that grounding. We will provide it because the PNM government cares and always uses education. we are going to expand. We recognize that not everybody is academically inclined. So whilst Foster may have been in school, he better than me at math and English under Lisa, Kareem better than me at science, I am going to have the opportunity under a new P&M government that you're going to put into office on the 28th of April to learn tech work everywhere. I'm going to learn plumbing. I'm going to learn masonry. I'm going to learn joinery. I'm going to learn electricity and how to be an electrician. We will focus on that. They shut down the youth camps. Foster and his ministry have been fighting to reopen them because that is P&M policy, that no young person must be left behind. And that is the promise that we make as the next P&M government. Look here, page 71 of the manifesto. We're going to have student wellness and psychosocial support because we recognize our young people now exposed to social media, all sorts of different things we didn't have when we were growing up, need that support. They need people to talk to. They need people who could guide them, provide them with assistance. Children now who have things like ADHD and other neurological different ways of learning, we will help there as a government, a P&M government, and make sure you have that support. We're going to expand after-school enrichment programs, sport, homework centers. This is what a P&M government is going to do. Tonight, I don't have much time to go through everything we're going to do, but youth, young people, what you need to understand, parents, grandparents, this P&M government is sticking to its principles, the Eric Williams policy and principles on education, and you will see what we're looking to do there is modernize the education system to cater not only for the young children, but for our youth. The Ministry of Youth Development and National Services are going to get more priority of money and funds because we have seen how successful that program is to give our young people, our young citizens, the opportunity to learn, whether it be heavy machinery, whether it be shade house programs, the YAP programs, all of these programs, the CCC, the MyLab programs. We are going to put more resources there to ensure that no youth, no young citizen who wants to better himself or herself is left behind. The success has to be for everyone. We recognize again that our youth and our young citizens, apart from employment, they want to know where they're going to live. They want to know where they're going to be able to find a home to start their families. This manifesto, the P&M manifesto, Team P&M, has already committed to 3,000 lots of land as a start for our young cadre of young professionals. This week, Minister of Housing, Adrian Leons, spoke about another program where we're going to commit to lower income housing for those who are just above minimum wage. We are not going to leave anybody behind. Young people, we are committed to you. You have a P&M government that is focused and puts in its manifesto in our red. We are going to expand equitable land access for our citizens, meaning more title land for citizens through long-term leases, first-time homeowners, land grants, agriculture, heritage, tourism land allocation, and cooperative land use schemes. We intend to empower our citizens to become landowners. That is P&M policy. I was going to speak about agriculture, but I think you've heard enough about agriculture tonight. When you look at our manifesto Moruga table, you will see, as Lisa said, we have specific policy inside of here for you in Moruga. We recognize that agriculture too is going to be modernized. I want the PNM government that will come in office on the 29th of April is going to modernize by a virtual marketplace that farmers just sign up to the marketplace. You don't need to worry about who is going to buy your produce. There will be somebody on the other side of that virtual marketplace, a grocery, a restaurant, a hotel, a personal person, someone who wants to export, to take your produce and to pay you. No wastage. Our energy sector is in a good place and we are expanding it. We will continue to focus on that area whilst we diversify the economy with things like maritime, other areas of tourism. This bold new chapter, this manifesto of 180 pages is the next vision for Trinidad and Tobago, not a makeup side. So citizens, tonight, Lisa has obviously for a while been looking at PNM styles. Because you see, every PNM speaker has a different style on a platform. My good partner there, Foster. Foster developed a style as the MP for La Joqueta Talparo. Every time Foster spoke on a platform and Prime Minister Rowley was there, Foster would say, well, you know, in La Joqueta Talparo, we need this done, and I want a library, I want a new pool, and you would literally put that one time on the Prime Minister. Lisa, I come down all the way to Moruga Table on. Because I love you. I love Moruga Table on. And I stand up there. And I sit down there. And I listen to Lisa. Moruga Table on. I want to tell you, you only have one choice on the 28th of April. The choice for Moruga Table on that we already counting. And you have to bring it home by working hard over the next week. Is Lisa Atwater for the People's National Movement. That is who is going to be the next MP in the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. Lisa Atwater for Moruga Table on. And as your Prime Minister, Lisa has shown me tonight she is a powerful advocate. The next time she's not sitting on the same table as Foster, putting her on that side. Moruga Table on, I have heard your incoming MP ask and advocate very strongly for a new fire. I heard the fire station. For a new fire station and a healthcare center. You put Lisa in office, and you put this PNM government back in office, and on the 29th of April, a cabinet that I will be honored. A cabinet that I would be honored to appoint and lead from the 29th of April for Trinidad and Tobago will give active consideration to a fire station and a new health center for Moruga Table on. But a warning every PNM speaker between now and the 28th of April. When I sitting on a platform with you, that ain't giving you liberty to do what Lisa and Foster's do. All right? Trinidad and Tobago, I am concerned. I am concerned as someone who loves this country, has always loved this country, because this country has been good to me. This country has been good to my family. This country has been good to my family. Because you see, in the 1940s, my grandfather left China and came to Trinidad. And he set up here in the late 1940s, brought my grandmother from China and started his family here in Trinidad and Tobago. And on my mother's side, they came from India and they came to Trinidad and Tobago and they started here. And like all of us in this room, Trinidad and Tobago has been good to me. Successive PNM governments and their policies have been good to me. So tonight, I ask every citizen of Trinidad and Tobago who really cares about Trinidad and Tobago, think very carefully. Today is the 19th. We go to the polls on the 28th. You have a choice to make. First choice, to vote. Second choice, choose very carefully who's going to lead this country come the 29th of April. And I am warning Trinidad and Tobago. I am warning Trinidad and Tobago. People who are part of the problem can never be part of the solution. People who have shown they are unworthy could never be part of the solution. Coalition governments of 1986 and of 2015 have taken this country to the brink. Do not gamble with our children's lives. Do not gamble with your grandchildren's lives. Do not gamble with the public services life. Do not gamble with Trinidad and Tobago's life. On the 28th of April, go into that ballot box and stamp your X next to the Balize to save Trinidad and Tobago. Give me, and give this team the mandate. Give us the mandate to fight for Trinidad and Tobago. Give us the mandate to protect Trinidad and Tobago. Give me the mandate, and I will fight. I will fight. I will fight for Trinidad and Tobago. And on the 28th of April, join us all at Balize House across the country from Tobago to Trinidad. And let us join, saying we've saved Trinidad and Tobago. Let us take us in a new direction. Let us write a new chapter together as one, as we say, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and we shall prevail.
Moruga! How you feeling, Moruga?
We built this.
Where the PNM people? PNM people! Hey!
This is a new chapter.
Hey!
Writing this together.
Calling on the Red Army!
Listen, Trinidad and Tobago.
Moruga! How you feeling?
History.
Hey!
We're ready now.
Calling the Red Army.
Calling out all our friends and family with love for TNT. From the mountaintop to the valley low, everywhere we go, country before party.
We working, we building, we gonna make things better. Side by side, we standing for our nation's future. This is the movement we all in together. Not just the one, my sister, my brother. Body in your hand, PNM, in the flag, red and ready, hold it steady.
We are one blood flowing through we vein. We stand strong and there's no room to win. We are one,
every green and every race.
We stand strong
together, no turn to waste.
We want your
from Ready Street to Buku Reef.
We are one,
the Balize is what we need.
We want your
help this is a plain.
We want your
the PNM we need again.
We want your Moruga, where your flag? Put it up. Hey, 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 hey.
This is a new chapter. Together we standing.
No ties intertwined. Working together. You're building the night.
Let's do this together. Your future and mine. Ready, hold it steady.
Hey,
we are one.
One blood going to we win.
We stand strong.
Together we to win.
We are one. Every creed and every race. We stand strong.
Together no time to waste.
We want your
from British to Bucharest.
We are one.
The valley is what we need.
We want your. Tell them this and say it plain.
What's with? Everybody, listen. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air. And let me go. Wave, left, right.
Yeah, we ready now.
Say.
We working together. We building together.
We gonna make things better.
Side by side. We standing.
You see this section here? Let me go. This is the movement. We all in together. Got this to one. My sister, my brother. How is it? In your hand. PNM. In the blood. Ready, hold it steady. Hey, we stand. One blood going to we win.
We stand strong.
When I'm on the road again.
We are one. Every creed and every race. We stand strong.
Together now, no time to waste.
We want your
British to Moruga.
We are one.
The valley is what we need.
We want your. Tell them this and say it plain. We want your.
Again.
We are one.
Low. You see right now, where the people who voted PNM? Moruga, if you voted PNM, let me hear loud. Everybody say PNM. 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 Say we want young. We want young. One more time, come on. Say we want young. I don't hear no, Say. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. And we will always prevail. From the top, DJ, from the top.